we're watching over you. You may find the game is ancient. You might think the game is new. We come from different realms, and we are not all the same. You may know us as the Watchers, but we have our own end game.
Some came with high vibrations to straighten out a mess. Some came for domination in a cosmic game of chess. The final chapter's being written and the dice are being tossed. The game will come unbidden when the game is won or lost.
You may know us as the Watchers, and we're watching over you. You may find the game is ancient. You might think the game is new. We come from different realms, and we are not all the same. You may know us as the Watchers, but we have our own end game.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.
Do you have a paranormal story you want to share on Night Dreams Talk Radio? You could be a guest. Email us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com.
Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
I'm James Creechbaum with the Paranormal and World Changes News. Extraterrestrial impacts could have triggered the formation of Earth's tectonics. Plate tectonics have played a vital role in the geological evolution of our planet. In addition, many scientists believe that Earth's geologically activity may have played an important role in the evolution of life and could even be essential to the planet's habitability. Also, discovery of a new fundamental underwater force. A team of mathematicians from the University of North Carolina have discovered a new phenomenon that generates a fluid force capable of moving and binding particles immersed in density-layered fluids. The breakthrough offers an alternative to previously held assumptions about how particles accumulate in lakes and oceans and could lead to applications in locating biological hotspots, cleaning up the environment, and even in sorting and packing. Also, secret U.S. space program to be declassified. And that just came out. We'll see what happens about that. We always hear that. Also, mysterious light in the sky could be a sign of alien life, an expert says. These mysterious lights were seen recently over many parts of the eastern part of the United States. And they're saying that it could, they're saying, hey, these could be aliens, but they don't really know yet. Also, as far as lights go, mysterious lights also have been seen while the lights have been seen splitting with other lights in the sky, and that was on the eastern part of the seaboard too. It was orbs splitting into other orbs, as what the witness were saying. Also, a hole in Antarctica on Google Maps stirs talk of a hollow Earth. Now, many people are talking about this, and again, you can go to Google Earth and see all this, and you can decide for yourself. Again, I don't know what to say about it. You have to make your own mind up about that. But anyway, our next news break will be tomorrow night.
From our compound, from the West Coast to the East Coast to worldwide, both on the internet and terrestrial radio, you're listening to Gary Anderson on Night Dreams Talk Radio, After Dark.
And it is After Dark, and boy, I could go swimming if I stepped off my porch right now. You're listening to Jack Kenna tonight, our guest. He's a major ghost hunter out there. Jack, are you still with us?
I am still with you, my friend.
Now, if somebody wanted to get into ghost hunting, what would you recommend for somebody that knows really nothing other than they've been watching it on TV for a couple years? What would you suggest for them? How to get into it, and what type of equipment should they even buy?
Oh, first thing, come to my new Paranormal Research 101 course. I guess that says itself as a plug right there, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute, Wait, Jack. What college and where is that at?
Actually, we actually have been giving them at. I just started this past October. I actually finally got the opportunity this past October at my local Hudson Valley Community College in Troy, New York. And then actually this coming summer, actually we're giving it back there again this spring. Spring of 2020, we're back at Hudson Valley. And then in the summer of 2020, they just reached out to me and we've worked it out. We're going to be giving it at the Schenectady County Community College. It's a SUNY, New York College, in Schenectady, New York. And that one, actually, we're setting it up that we're going to have it online as well through the college. So that'll be available online for people who maybe are a state away and they can only, they want to still take the course and get my book, which is called Paranormal Research, A Comprehensive Guide to Building a Strong Team. That's the book we're using that's being used for the course text. But we do have one, and unfortunately, because it's through the colleges and they set the price and stuff like that, they try to keep it affordable. So we're during the course, there's a classroom course portion of it, and then we actually go out and do an actual investigation. This is in a ghost hunt. The classes are broken up into teams, and they actually have to go out and do their own research on the location, contact the location to gather more information, and then given all that, just like real ghost hunters, I guess, do, they have to go in with their equipment. We actually supply some of the equipment in case they don't have any. And they do go in and they do a short 4-hour investigation, and they try to do what they can to capture any evidence or debunk certain things, that some of the stories that are told. And we actually do a little bit of that during the class, too. We give them some actual of our evidence to review. We don't tell them necessarily really what's in it. We tell them the location it was done at. We give them some background information, tell them who was in this particular room at the time. So when they listen to the audio, they know the two voices they should be hearing. And if there's something else there, then bring it to the team, bring it back. We're not saying it necessarily is an EVP, but we're saying if you hear something in that audio that seems out of place or doesn't sound like one of the investigators, bring it back to the class the next class day and present that and say, hey, this is what I think I found in this. Or what do you think you found? Nothing. So we do that. We actually do that. But for people, who don't have the ability to get to what we're doing and stuff, there are some other people out there that are actually giving courses and stuff. And we also try to give some free course stuff during the year in Massachusetts and New York and some other states now we're trying to do. But, depending on where you are, I always tell people, if you really want to get into the paranormal, reach out to a local reputable paranormal team. And people, well, how do I know they're reputable? Well, you get to know that by talking to them. So, go to their website, check it out, then give them a call, tell them who you are, what you're just trying to do, and see if they'll talk to you and just at least give you some answers. about what you want to know. They may invite you to come in and hang out with them, not in an investigation, but come and talk to them and meet with them someplace, and you get more answers that way, or you at least find out what they really do. A lot of these more reputable teams also hold kind of, free events themselves, at least once or twice a year, where somebody can go and investigate. Or sometimes they charge. They hold, kind of events. But if you do go to an event, anybody out there who's just interested and really doesn't know much, and you do decide, I'm going to go to this event and go to this ghost hunt, all right? Don't just sit there and watch what the supposed professional is doing. Ask questions. Get involved. Actually, somebody who's good at doing those things, and I'm not saying I am, but what I do when I do ghost hunts, because people ask me, hey, can you come and be part of our event and do the ghost hunt and stuff like that, I get the people involved with it. I don't just, we're showing this piece of equipment now, we're asking questions. I get them to ask questions. I show them as best I can in a short period of time how to ask the right type of questions, not just, hey, you got to talk to me because I'm here and I'm only here for now, and you got to, don't be rude to them. Reach out to them, talk to them. Try something different. Play music that you think, this particular spirit may have liked, or whatever, from whatever age they're from. There's so much stuff you can access off your phone these days. It's ridiculous. And, try something different. There was one group that I was at Buffalo Central Terminal, and supposedly the spirit of the guy who had lived there at one time liked to have parties and dancing. So I grabbed one of the ladies from the group, and we started dancing. Don't we get activity on some of the devices? And that's what you got to do. You got to get people involved, and you got to get involved. If you really want to learn, get involved, and suggest things like that, or just ask questions. That's the best thing you can do. And people who want to can always reach out to me. If they have a question, I will always get back to them and answer it. That's one thing I think that surprises people. Like, if somebody messages me on Facebook or whatever, I do get back to them. I may not get back to them right away. It may take me a week or 2 weeks or a month sometimes, but I finally will respond to them when I can get to it. And they're surprised by that. They never expect me to answer because I'm on TV, right? Those guys don't answer. But they reach out anyway. But they do. I will answer people's questions if they reach out to me. And, they can go through Facebook and find me there, or they can go through my website and find me there, which is jackkenna.org or spiritsofnewengland.org, either one of those. And you can reach out to us through those. And we'll answer your questions. You can email us or message us, and we'll answer your questions. Some people even call me. My number is out there. I'll give it to you right now. My number is out there. It's on my website. And it's 518-330-0277. That's the phone I use for doing all this stuff. So people can reach me that way if they got a question they want to answer, or they just have questions, period. Reach out to people. Not just me. Reach out to anybody.
One thing, Jack, it didn't dawn on me, because I've never been a ghost hunter. I watched the shows, on Fox, and it was really popular on Fox. But, nowadays, I don't have much of a life because I do a talk show. So I'm sitting here, booking guests all day and doing whatever it takes. So I don't get to watch TV anymore. But one ghost hunter I had on, he said, I asked, why do people go ghost hunting in the cemetery at night? The guy answered, you don't have to go to the cemetery at night. What difference does it make? They're dead. They don't know the difference between night and day.
Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But he's right about one thing. Activity can take place whether it's day or night. That's true. It's 100% true. And because we've seen it. And I know maybe what you're getting at there. People ask us all the time, how can you investigate at night? You know what my real answer is? Because I work during the day. I have a full-time job. I only have at night to do it. And even on the weekends, part of the day I'm spending with family. I've got a family too. You got to juggle all these things, right? So I got to spend time with family, and I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So I come at night to investigate your home. The other reason for that